YouTube, what's going on, man? It's the boy, the one and only King, back at it again with another reaction video, man. Back at it again today. How everybody doing? It's been a rough week, long week, you know what I'm saying? But I hope everybody doing good, everybody staying safe, everybody being well. Man, it's just been a long week for me in general, myself. But, you know, gotta keep on moving and grooving, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the one and only squad, man. Let's get into this video today, man. Today we got another reaction video to Trap Geek. Y'all know I did a reaction like a month or so ago, I believe, to the Pop Smoke video that he did, and I gave my my commentary on it. So today we got a FBG Duck. You know, may he rest in peace. You know, he passed away a few weeks ago. So we got a reaction to him. You know, this is FBG Duck, Chicago's House of Horrors. And like I said in my last video, I'm going to just, listen to it and give my assumptions and give my own reaction to it. I'm going to break down a couple things that y'all may or may not know. And if y'all do, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into this video. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe down below. Follow my Instagram. Follow my other YouTube channel. Let's get right into this video.
Of course I know motherfuckers want to kill me. I'm a very disrespectful person. I know what I did in my lifetime. But I ain't going to go nowhere I ain't want it. Because I ain't going to play with my life. Because my life mean a lot.
That's a smart man right there. He said he know his followers don't like him. He a very dangerous man. He got a very dangerous mouth. But he not going to go nowhere that he know he's not wanted because that's his life. That's smart. Why are you going to go somewhere that you know you not wanted at and risk your life? That's stupid. That's smart.
First, we begin this hour 18 with several breaking stories, including gunfire steps from the Mag Mile on Oak Street.
We know 3 people have been shot.
The man and woman were seriously injured in the shooting, but their friend, a rising Chicago rapper, did not survive.
I love Chris
I
Rich.
heard like a machine gun going off.
Howard Gordon happened to be standing outside his convenience store. His store surveillance captured the horrific sounds.
I knew for sure this was gunshots.
It was real crazy that would happen right here in this area, out of nowhere. It was quiet and peaceful, and shopping going on, then shots rang out.
Alright, we gotta talk about the FBG Duck situation. And I've seen people on social media making jokes about it. I don't think they realize the horrific consequences that's gonna happen as a result of this. FBG Duck was killed in broad daylight in busy downtown Chicago.
A lot of people do that. I hate when people do that. A rapper might die or some type of controversy behind it, and they'll use that rapper's name or that something about that rapper and make some type of joke or something about it. Like, it's really not a joke. Like, Chicago rappers, they not something to play with. Like, these rappers, you know what I'm saying, they live that lifestyle. It's not really something to play around with.
Right next to Saks Fifth and Dolce & Gabbana in the Gold Coast. This is like the high-end luxurious shopping area of this city. Him getting killed there is like someone getting shot on 5th Avenue in New York, or a drive-by on Rodeo Drive in LA. It's incredibly rare. And of course, Duck is extremely high profile. He's a gangster disciple, longtime rival of Lil Durk, King Von, Chief Keef, and they've been going at it for years. There's been dozens and dozens of casualties on both sides, and 3 weeks ago, Duck...
Damn. So he got killed on the white folks side of town, pretty much. He got killed, you know, like the shopping areas, like the Gucci and all that, around in Chicago in broad daylight. So these people didn't care at all. Number one. Number two, I guess he's like a all right, so he's a gangster disciple, which is a GD, and I guess he beefs, or he used to beef with Lil Durk, King Von, Chief Keef. And you know, Durk, King Von, and Chief Keef, they all like, well, Durk and Chief Keef and Von, they all like family. I don't know too much about Von and Chief Keef, but I know Durk and Chief Keef, they like family though. So, you know,
dropped a song called Dead Bitches, where he disrespects a couple of fallen O-Block kids, including the deceased kid that O-Block is named after, O.D. Perry. A lot of people think that this song is what triggered Duck's assassination. The gun that FBG Duck is holding in that music video is the same one that jammed up on him on Tuesday when he was killed. But what a lot of people don't know is Chicago PD received a safety alert late on Tuesday that claimed Duck was on social media antagonizing his rivals.
So he made a diss track. He made a diss track about a couple of dead people, dead homies that died out in Chicago. And then he had the gun in the video that he got. The same gun jammed up on him. So he probably could have lived. He probably could have shot back. But the gun that he had jammed up on him. So he didn't have a chance to probably retaliate.
Before he went to the Gold Coast. Then we saw close friends of FBG Duck come out and say he had $1 million bounty put on his head. And I've seen people say this can't be true. Think about a war where one side has music industry money, cash that they can inject directly into their side.
Look how much money Chief keeping Dirk them to rent off. You niggas would go drop off guns in the hood and pay for
a mill? They said he had $1 million on his head. Somebody would look like they was trying to cash out, but I mean, come on now. Ain't no money at all. Ain't no money at all worth taking somebody's life over. Like, I don't care how much money it is. 1,000 mil, $250,000, $500,000. I don't give a fuck how much it is. It's not worth taking nobody's life. But in Chicago and in other places, ain't no such thing as rules.
Now we're gonna get into all this, but before we do, check out my song of the day. Alright, Chicago is a gangster city. Ever since Al Capone and Prohibition in the 20s, the multiple capital regimes who ruled the drug trade, the weapons trade, and the gambling. Decade after decade, it's been clear you cannot control Chicago's gangs. Right now, there's over 150,000 active gang members, split into hundreds of sets.
They said it's over 150,000 gangs in Chicago. Gang members in Chicago, I should say. It says that's than any other city in the United States. 150,000 gangs in Chicago.
And thousands of subsets. The south side of Chicago has the largest ghettos in America. It's stretched over 70 blocks. You can drive from 63rd to 127th Street. There's dilapidated buildings, pitchforks spray painted on the walls, and yellow tape embedded in the cracks. What was once organized gangster disciple and black disciple factions built around enterprise and making money has since been completely wiped out. The new generation started a completely different war. They're not fighting over drug supply chains or distribution routes. It's just murder. Retaliation for this murder. Revenge for that song, for this diss, and so on.
Fuck being humble. On that disrespect.
Okay. So, because this video is like 10 minutes long. I'm already like 8 minutes into this video. But it's whatever though. Yo, that's crazy. So, Gangsta Disciples started off in Chicago. They started off as like a black empire. Pretty much, let's put it that way. So it's a black empire. It's a bunch of black people. They all gangbang. They all, you know what I'm saying, they gradually together. They're built around making moves and making money. That's what they're built off of. Trying to get money. They're trying to make money. Get to the money, you know, longevity, such and such. I guess after they passed away, newer generation then came in and just flipped the script. Like, everything just changed. Like, it wasn't no more about that. It was just like everybody got broken up into different pieces of the state or like the whatever side of town they on. Everybody got broken up. Everybody got different gangs. Everybody this and that. Nobody connect with each other at all. Pretty much.
And while it's true, Duck did say in interviews that it was possible to unite with his enemies in the future. He even made a song, Chicago Legends, bigging up the other side and giving props to fallen BD rappers like Fredo Santana.
Like I just said, they pretty much kill, like, if you kill their homie and then you make a diss track about it, they're going to try and get to you or somebody that you know and then make a diss track about you. That's how they move. They don't move about trying to figure out this person's right, that person right to get to this money distribution and all that. They taking you out because you diss somebody that they know. You diss their homie, they gonna take you out. Plain and simple.
LA Capone. But realistically, this shit runs so deep, a truce was never really in the cards.
We the niggas started dissing dead niggas first. We started that shit. You feel me? But, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm the rap father.
And to give you perspective, FBG Duck is from 63rd and St. Lawrence Street, which is just 3 minutes away from O Block. That's how close they are. And just 2 minutes northwest of them is 600 Block, home of 600 Breezy, LA Capone, and Rondo, who are O Block allies, and who frequently send shooters to go shoot up 63rd. In fact, immediately after Duck was killed, Chicago PD put almost a dozen squad cars on
That's
King.
what I said. So, like I said before, Dirk not from 63rd. So if you ever heard of one of his songs, I don't know the name of the song, but he'd be like, not from 63rd. FBG was from 63rd and St. Laurent. So when Dirk be rapping that, he pretty much dissing him. And like FBG just said, they the ones that started dissing each other and dissing their dead homies and all that.
Drive, which is the main street in between O Block and 63rd. They did that to try and prevent an immediate retaliation, but the cops can't stay there forever. Bulletins are going up all over the area, warning kids to stay inside. And Duck's allies are on social media saying Lil Durk has to be targeted next to even the score. Why? Because their feud.
Alright, so y'all know 600 Breezy. So 600 Breezy, LA Capone, and I guess a few others, they from 600. That's why 600 is called 600 Breezy. And he don't fuck with 63rd, which is FBG, but he fuck with Dirk, which is O Block, which is King Von and all of them.
It's especially personal.
I see Dirk. I ain't gonna lie, I see Dirk. I had to say something to him, folks. I ain't gonna lie, he too tough for me, folks. I ain't gonna lie to you, he too tough. Bullshit, but I just had to tell him, like, fool, you can't be doing all that, fool. I beat your ass, fool. Like, stop playing with me.
Lil Durk and FBG Duck have been going back and forth over music for a year.
See that? Living in a state where you walking down and you look on you see a paper on the store that says, we suspect possible gun violence and such or whatever the papers say. Like, that shit is scary, man. Like, you gotta think about, like, you don't know when or where it's gonna be at, and you're taking a chance, like, at yourself because you don't know when it's gonna happen. It's possible, it might happen, it might not happen. Then now they trying to say, you know, Lil Durk next. Like, Chicago is rough, but it's crazy because people say Chicago rough, but I've been in Chicago. I'm not from Chicago, but I've been there. It doesn't look like it's that bad. Like, and you hear a lot of people say that too. Like, Chicago is not what it's made to look like. Like, it's not what people think about it. Like, that's what they think about gunshots, violence, and all that. And people are saying that's not what Chicago is. So, I mean, it weighs its options out.
And now with King Von getting hugely popular, he's Durk's artist, he's also taking shots at FBG Duck whenever he can. Everybody knows Tuka, and smoking on a Tuka pack is a reference mocking one of FBG Duck's best friends, a kid named Tuka, who was killed at a bus stop in 2011. Not only that, Tuka's blood brother was a kid named Lil Mark, who was also killed at a different bus stop 3 years later. In fact, Lil Mark was killed just days after releasing a diss track towards Lil Durk, where he mentioned all their dead homies. Lil Reese even FaceTimed Lil Mark days before he was killed, and they exchanged words, calmly dissing each other with a smile on their faces.
What y'all on?
Alright. What up? Out here. I'm on fast, boy. I've been out here. I stay out here, boy.
They diss each other in songs. They the first, like, Chicago rappers are like the first rappers that I know that blatantly just diss each other in a rap song. Like, they'll just call you out and don't care. Right in the song.
And Lil Durk made this video at the very same bus stop where Lil Mark was killed.
Hey, this bus stop right here, though, this a real famous place, you hear me? This is a real famous place, B. Hey, this bus stop, that's a real famous place, B. I ain't gonna lie to you, you know what I'm saying?
And right now, with FBG Duck's death, the optics look crazy. Lil Durk and Von were just out in Chicago, where Von dropped off a bunch of chains and money. There's already been allegations that BD rappers who leave Chicago come back to their blocks to drop off weapons and arm their crews. Then, Tuesday, the day that Duck was killed, around 4 in the morning, he posted to his personal Facebook page, "They got me effed up. They're gonna see though." Now that could be just a regular post, or there's something more to it, who knows. Later in the morning, he told one of his friends he was going to Oak Street in the Gold Coast, which is the luxurious shopping.
This Dirk came out, dropped the song with a music video at the bus stop where where the man got killed at. Dissing somebody, that homie.
district of Chicago. He was going to get his son some clothes for his birthday, which was coming up on August 11th. 4 hours before Duck went to the Gold Coast, Lil Reese suddenly tweets that he's getting on a plane leaving Chicago to go to Cali. Dirk says to link with him. At 4 in the afternoon, Duck is in the Gold Coast with his girlfriend and another man. They're shopping on Oak Street. This is busy downtown Chicago, the fashion district. There's cameras everywhere, witnesses everywhere. It's a bold place to do a hit on someone, unless that was a place people thought he would be vulnerable in. Around 4:37, FBG Duck, his girlfriend, and this other man exited a store and are walking on the sidewalk near the Dolce & Gabbana, just a few steps from Michigan Avenue. 2 vehicles were parked outside, waiting. A black Ford Taurus and a silver Chrysler 300. That's when 2 men climbed from the 2 vehicles.
That's hard, man. They killed him 4 hours before his son's birthday, man. I mean, not 4 hours, 4 days, I believe, before his birthday. Or something like that. That's fucked up, man. Shit's cold.
And opened fire 17 times. FBG Duck was hit 3 times in the neck, chest, and groin. He tried to fire back, but his gun jammed on him. Most probably that's because of those extended mags he got aftermarket.
I don't understand why it happened. I don't even know what caused it. It was so calm and peaceful. And those 2 gentlemen, I thought maybe they was together, but one just started shooting at the other.
Then the shooters got back in the car and fled west on Oak Street. No reports where they are, no public leads either. Immediately after Duck was pronounced dead at the hospital, Lil Durk tweets out R.I.P. Newski, paying homage to his own cousin who was frequently dissed by FBG Duck and other GD rappers. And to show you how the disrespect transcends distance.
Damn! 17 times they let out. So, Dirk and Reese was supposed to meet up in California. So, people are speculating that Dirk and Reese could have had something to do with it, or that it was already planned when Reese was out in Chicago, because people are already thinking that, you know, that's what these rappers that get big, they do. They go out, you know, they make money, bring things back to supply their peoples and whatnot. So, you know, I'm like, I do wonder, like, who knew that he was going to be there around that time, though? That he was going to be out there, you know, shopping and whatnot. Because it said it was 2 vehicles. So they was just out there patiently waiting. Like, you just sat out there in broad daylight and just upchuck 17 bullets. Like, broad daylight.
Tato, who's Chief Keef's cousin, and is all the way out in California, immediately dedicated his entire Insta story to mocking FBG Duck's death, posting smoking on a duck pack, etc, etc. Then 600 Breezy wasted no time to drop his own diss track towards Duck.
So his gun got jammed up. Sound like he bought the bullets aftermarket, whatever the case is. He got hit in the leg, the neck, and the groin. And then
hours after he was confirmed to be dead. And you can expect in the coming months a bunch of BD rappers to drop some tracks mocking his death as like a celebratory victory lap type shit. The consequences will be horrific, and you gotta think that nobody on Duck's side has ever gotten as far as he did. Ever since the Chicago drill era exploded in 2011-2012, his side has basically been blackballed from the music industry entirely. Duck was arguably a better rapper and more versatile than most. He had just received the paperwork for a major label deal that was extremely lucrative, and he was about to sign it, or he had already signed it. Then he gets followed, targeted, and assassinated in the safest part of Chicago.
So once it was pronounced that he was dead, everybody started dissing him. You see him, like, they wasted no time. Like, Dirk was the first one, R.I.P. Newski. So that's why they're speculating that, you know, maybe Dirk has something to do with it, because right then and there, like, you know, and it can pop up anytime you feel like you want to, you know, saying just like, but that right then and time, no.
Brutal. But that's it for this video. Rest in peace to FBG Duck. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.
Ain't nowhere safe. Don't care what they tell you. Ain't nowhere safe. You could get hit up at it anywhere, anytime, any place. Ain't no way safe. But this man sound like he had some promising things coming around to him. That's crazy. Man, RIP. RIP, man. That's all I can say right now. I know his family grieving, man. That shit hurt. But y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe down on this video, man. Leave y'all comments down below, and I'm out.